Welcome to this quick trick called Turvy Topsy. You use a regular deck of cards. They really are a regular deck. Trust me, there's 52 cards here. If we had time, we could go through every one of them. They're not a new deck, so they're not in a new deck order. They're totally randomly mixed, and they happen to be a red deck of cards. Now I know what you're thinking, what's this down here? This is a prediction, a premonition, and I'm going to leave that in full view all the time. You see, we're going to play a game with each other, so you need a spectator to help you. Show them that the cards are all just regular cards and nothing untoward there. Now what we do require is each of us to have half the pack each, so I'm just going to go through and cut. I don't know, that looks about half, yep. And I give half the pack to a spectator and I have the other half. Now we both shuffle our cards. I'll shuffle mine, they will shuffle their cards. You ask them to copy what you do. You take half your cards and you flip them face up and give them to them like that. They will take half of their cards that they shuffled and turn those face up and give them to you. We now take our cards and we shuffle them together, Turvy Topsy, up and down like that. They will repeat the same. Now if they're not very good at riffle shuffles, they can do an overhand shuffle. Once they've done that, you say, let's just make it a little bit more Turvy Topsy. I'm going to take half the cards again, turn them over and give them to you, and if you would like to give me half your cards that you've shuffled and turn those over. Once again we both shuffle the cards together. They repeat the same. Now I think you'll agree that what we got here is something that is a total mess. Just for luck, 3 times. Let's do it once more. I'm going to take half the cards, turn them over, give them to you. You take half and give them to me, turning them over. We do our final shuffle as best we can. We now take both packets of cards, which as you can see are pretty well mixed up, and we're going to shuffle them together. And just to prove how much of a mess we've made, there are the cards. Turvy Topsy. They come along and they just push them together like this. I think you'll agree that after that mix up at the beginning, the shuffle, we shuffled, we riffled, we cut, we twisted and done a whole manner of things to those cards. They are what we call a professionally mixed pack of cards. Remember my prediction here, it's been there all along. I want to show you my prediction, not just one but several. Let me just show you what we have. You see, my prediction happens to say 25 are face down. Could that possibly be? It couldn't be. We shuffled them and shuffled them, but let's see. Watch closely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're getting there. 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25 are face down. Now that is incredible. 25 face down. How could that be? How could I have known? But if we take the clip off, I've got another prediction inside. It says 10 black cards only. Now surely that can't be right. Out of all of these, it's saying we've got 10 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No other black cards. 10 black cards. The second prediction is correct. We really do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black cards. I have another prediction. Those 10 cards, they're all club spot cards, but missing the 5. Now let me have a look. They really are clubs, all of them. And it says we're missing the 5. Let me just check. There's a 10. There's a 9. There's an 8. There's a 7. A 6. We have a 1. A 2. A 3. You're not going to believe this. We have a 4. They're all clubs, but we're missing the 5. I have one card in my hand and one final prediction. You are holding the Ace of Spades. And they're right. And that is a perfect prediction trick. Practice and enjoy. So here's a secret to this trick that I call Turvy Topsy. I know it's ran the wrong way, it should be Topsy Turvy, but hey, let's be different. Turvy Topsy. And this is a favourite of mine for the last few weeks. Everyone I've bumped into that I perform magic with, family and friends and work colleagues, I can't resist but showing them this, and it goes down really well. Have a go yourself. It is a self-worker, but there is a stack involved, but a very simple one that you could do on the fly. So even if you borrow a pack of cards, you could set this up in less than 30 seconds, trust me. First of all, the prediction note. This is available for download if you can't be bothered to do it yourself, but you could just make one up yourself, write them on several cards or whatever. But I go through these in just a moment. All you need is a regular deck of cards, 52 cards. The stack is made up of 15 red cards. Just grab 15 red-faced cards from the pack and 10 cards that are all clubs, except you don't have the 5 of clubs. Okay, and in its place you put your final prediction card, the Ace of Spades. You could change this to suit, but I've got Ace through to 10 of clubs as all my black cards, and I add the Ace of Spades to this. This is all you need. You can mix these up and then you're going to shuffle these together. Okay, mix all of these up. So what you've got here is a stack of 25 playing cards. Put those down there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the King of Clubs as my marker, because when I come to split the cards at the beginning of the routine, I need to split them there. Okay, so the King of Clubs, you could use a shortcut card, tapered card, stripper card or whatever, but I'm just going to drop those on. Now if you're good at doing full shuffles and cuts, then feel free to do that at the start. I don't find you need to, but you could do a full shuffle if you really wanted to on there, but I'm not going to bother. But you can do shuffling as long as you keep that top 25 there. This is how the routine goes. You can just watch the performance and you'll get how it works. But with the cards, you show them there regular, you have a prediction. I'm going to look for my marker card, which is that King of Clubs. There it is there. I'm going to hold a break and just casually say, I tell you what, we're going to use half the pack each, and just thumb through and just break at the finger break. Keep the stack for yourself and give the other stack to them. Now all that's going to happen next is you're going to repeat the same moves 3 times. This is the move. encourage the spectator to shuffle their cards to really mix them up. You then take half your cards, doesn't have to be exact, half cards, and flip them over and put them beside their packet. They repeat the same. Flip them over and give them to you. You both now do a riffle shuffle, which is the best way because it looks better, but if your spectator can't do a riffle shuffle, then just get them to do an overhand shuffle. But they do a riffle shuffle, that's number one. You then repeat the same move again. You take half your cards, flip them over, give them to those. They repeat as well. Half the cards, flip them over. Once again, you both shuffle the cards together. And you're going to repeat this just one more time. So half the cards, flip them over, half the cards, flip them over, and shuffle together. And they do this. Now I said it was self-working. The only bit of move you have to do is next, because now you've done that move 3 times, the final part is you're going to grab your cards and take their cards, but you need to flip theirs over. Now there's no big deal about this, you don't have to hide it, you can just pick the cards up and just casually show, look, we've pretty much mixed these up. You want to end up by turning theirs over, and you're going to riffle shuffle these in. Now try and do this pretty good, because you are going to spread these. Don't push them together, just spread them. And this is a real convincer to the audience, because they see a total random array of cards, up and down, up and down. You get them to push them together really messily on there. Gather them up and just square them and put them to one side. The trick's done. The prediction works automatically. Now on the first prediction you will have 25 face down cards, and we can check that. Just go through quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That in itself, I think that prediction, we could end the trick here. That is brilliant. How did we know after all that topsy-turvy twisting of cards did we arrive at the correct number? You can get rid of the face up cards, you don't need these. Keep these 25 you just dealt down. These cards, they're already done. There's 10 black cards in there, so when you open up to reveal the next prediction, 10 black cards, what I do is I turn these over. Now at this point you're not concentrating on the suit, because that's the next prediction. You're just going to count the cards. Now all the audience are expecting to see is black cards, so as you go through, don't make a big deal. I count down 1, 2, 3, but notice that I'm keeping my hand kind of slightly covering this. I'm obscuring their view of this, just so no one picks up that they're all clubs. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all red, and I just spread these over the top of these. Eliminate these. You can quickly spread these to say all of these are the black cards. The next prediction is that they're all spot cards and they're all clubs, but it's missing the 5. Now again, you could just turn these over, but I like to build up the suspense of the illusion, so I keep these facing me and I begin to deal them out one at a time. 10, 9, 8, and I'll show you 7, 6, then I count upwards. 1, 2, 3, and then you lay down this after a slight pause, and they can see they are all clubs. That's another prediction correct. It is missing the 5. keep this held face down. When you ask the spectator to open up this and it shows that you are holding the ace of spades, you turn this over. It's a real kicker. And when people go away thinking about this, they can't believe that after the pack was shuffled, they shuffled them, they twisted them, every prediction, one after the other, was correct. That's how it works. Self-working, great. Remember, if you can't be bothered to make this up, then you can download this. I've got a copy of this in the description below. And that is Turvy Topsy.